Hello, welcome to episode 32 of my LeafGreen randomized Nuzlocke. Today we are going to be going through the Elite Four. Hopefully it's all or nothing, isn't it? So we're going to be going through the Elite Four and taking on the champion. Hopefully we'll do that, otherwise we will die trying. Our team is a little underleveled, as you will see right here with a, hello, is the voice in your head speaking. As you can tell, this is obviously post-production. And I just wanted to tell you all that the audio for the next little bit was corrupted for some reason. Do not know why, but the rest of the file was just fine. So I will be using some music to fill in the space. Just know that there will be more audio returning when we start the first Elite Four battle. But until then, we don't really have any audio to offer. I am sorry about that. Here is a man-time that we will be trying to take out, or hit with hypnosis first turn. Luckily we do connect with that. I bring a hoe because it's a pretty powerful attacker, and I want to use flies. I think I said this before. I'm not 100%. I don't completely remember. Honestly, I've done this 3 times this take or this battle, so I don't remember if I said it on this one or not. But basically, I've had to record this 3 times. This is the third try because the first time I didn't have the game audio on. And I'm not going to have an Elite Four without game audio. Then I did not separate my audio from my game audio, so you guys wouldn't be able to hear my beautiful, beautiful dulcet tones, as well as you would if I did as I am now. So this is the 3rd time. So I have indeed seen her team. Or for the most part, I haven't seen her last Pokemon yet. This confusion's really getting me, but good. Hopefully she's going for another water pulse. That'd be great. Yes, indeed. That was a pretty hard hit. We do connect with the second hypnosis, or another hypnosis. 2 hypnosises for 2, 2 for 2 is just fine with that. Unless it wakes up this turn. It is fast asleep, that's the way I like it. Of course, the agility still makes it faster even if it sleeps, so it's a little bit more risky doing this. It does wake up, doesn't even matter. The confusion won't hit. But this will hit, and it should be to a KO. Well, this should be a KO, considering the damage first one did. And it is. Now I think we might as well stay on this next man time, probably going to be about the same speed, which means I'll be faster than it on the fly. Unless it goes for an agility, which is exactly what it does. I was going to say, unless it goes for an agility, I'll hit it twice before it hits me. Goes for a wing attack, but I'd say yeah, it's big and dizzy, but that's a big prediction for a 11-year-old AI. It's a big prediction for the modern AIs of the games as well, so I'm really doubting. I think it would probably just was that program just picked the wrong move for the situation. Okay, we're going to bring in Dizzy this time, just so we can use the Surf on it and hopefully take it out in 1, maybe 2 hits, but hopefully 1, obviously. Unless it's faster than us, which it is, and goes for Confusion. In which case this will be, hopefully, not be an uphill fight, but it seems like it probably will be now. Luckily we do break Confusion that turn. What type of damage are we going to get? I actually prefer that over getting red, because red it's going to go it's going to full restore, but in yellow like that it's a safe 2-hit KO, and I'm also in pretty good. I'm no risk of the AI using a full restore. However, that we just hit herself. Quick attack, go ahead. Quick attack's pretty much a wasted move. I snap out confusion. Surf will come and take out the Ninetales. We have a Scizor now. We're actually going to go in on Scizor with Dome because it is a Rock Water type. Going to go for an Iron Tail. It's going to make itself more evasive, which I'm not a fan, especially with Iron Tail with a low accuracy as is. But if I can connect it, it will do a lot of damage. And I do connect it. So let's see how well it does. It actually does less than I was expecting, gradely. This thing is going to be a very elusive poke. I can, if I hit an Iron Tail, I should be able to hit a Slash. I resist that, and subsequently it doesn't do anything because of it. It does miss. I do miss because of the evasion. Safeguard's worn off, so it's a good thing I didn't go for Hypnosis, which I was almost going to do. It would have been a wasted turn, and Pelly would have risked it. I risked Dizzy's fainting. It's going to go full restore here, so if I want to make a switch, this is the time. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a switch into Ho-Oh, because I do believe I'm faster than the Scyther. However, I don't want to risk the speed, so I will be going Hyper Potion. I was going to recover, but I don't want to risk being slower. All it takes is a crit, and we're pretty much in deep trouble. It does go for Swords Dance though, so I would have been safe for the recover, but you know, live you learn, I suppose. Do not want another item, thank you very much. We are going to go Fire Blast because of Charcoal Boost. Amazed we hit it with the evasiveness, but Charcoal should make that do plenty of damage. If we get a burn, we get a burn. We do not need a burn because we fainted. And now we're in completely unknown territory because I've never seen her 4th poke. Or her 5th poke, I mean. Typhlosion. Tell you what, we're going to go in on Typhlosion. We're actually going on Typhlosion with Dome because it only takes a quarter damage from the one stab Typhlosion has. Even though Typhlosion stats are identical to Charizard's, I'm not too worried about it. Worst thing that can happen here is getting a burn. Let me just adjust the mic. There we are. Mic should have a little bit better picking up of my voice right now. I'm going to keep going with the Flame Wheel. It makes me nervous, to be completely honest. The Flame Wheels. That was a crit. It kind of shows you how much I resist it. Especially because I'm not a special defender. I do get the speed drop though, which basically means to me maybe I'm faster now where I can get the upper hand on it. So very close. We will, however, be full. It will be full restoring this turn, which means we have an opportunity to do the same. But we are going to go Hyper Potion now, full restore, because we don't have any status. I do not believe that fixes the speed drop. I'm almost positive it doesn't. So we're going to just, yeah, it doesn't. We're going to continue to drop speed though, so if, worst case scenario, if we have to switch out, we can switch into anything, we'll be just fine. In fact, I think already we're going to be faster than it with the -2. No matter what we bring in on it. The next mud shot should take it out. And there goes Typhlosion. And we do beat the first Elite Four member. Not necessarily easy, but we do beat her. Just, you know, we beat her, I guess. Just plain simple. Get a good bit of HP, or a good bit of money for that as well. As well as some experience gain. I'd be lying to say otherwise. Okay, so one thing I'd like to do before we take him on is I want to see if we have any more vitamin supplements to up attack power. We're going to say we do not. The reason I was looking for that is because Ho-Oh is plenty powerful, but it's just not quite that powerful. Basically, I'd like a little more attack power, but it's not happening. So we are actually, he's typically going to be a ground type user. We're not going to fall into that trap though, because we know full well he's random. I'm going to go Hyper Potion because we have max potions. That's the only reason I'm going to bother with the Hyper Potions on these minor injuries. But we do need to be sparing with them because we only have so many of them. And as we're under level, that comes with the territory that we will be having a little bit of an issue. I do want to level up Dome a little bit more, so we are going to bring in Dome right there. We're going to go ahead and put Dizzy in suggested in a lower rotation section. Obviously, though, we're not sticking to rotation at this point. We are rather going to what is necessary. Just a second. And there we are. Audio should be going just fine. Indeed it is. Recording should be existent, which indeed it is. Let me check. Yeah. Recording's fine. Okay. Brings out a Quilava to lead. Good thing we brought in Dome. Well, not necessarily, but as we did a great deal of Typhlosion just barely, I think that we'll be just fine with the lower defenses of Quilava without Eviolite assistance. And we are. That's a one-shot KO, and it was a crit. I was trying to say shot and crit at the same time. It came out a little bit profane. Some Flora. I'm not singing on that. Not if you paid me. Okay, we're going to go ahead and fly because it is super effective and stab. Brings us so worst case scenario, I Fire Blast and light the sucker on fire. It won't have any chance with a Trickle Boost in Ho-Oh's Fire Blast. It's just, there's nothing that's going to survive that. I don't care if you resist it or not. We do take out some Flora pretty well, though. Aerodactyl. Super fast poke. I don't know how I feel about that. I actually know exactly how I feel about it. I don't want to be battling it. But we are, of course, going to battle it because it's what we have to do. It will be fast enough since it's also flying type. Ultimately, not the best option right here. Not the best position for us, I should say. It goes for a takedown, though, rather than going for a stab anything, really. So I'm cool with that. This will be super effective, even if it isn't in my strong category of attacks. Oh, and it's because of what I forgot about the sun. I legitimately forgot about the sun. Okay, there we are. Going to actually go submission here. I know it's going to be neutral, but at least the sun isn't going to be stepping in on it. Sunlight will fade, so long as we're in good shape here. There's the full restore, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Sleep will go away, but we're still going to be hitting it, and we're going to hit it with something that isn't dampened by the sun. And that does end up being a crit. We get super lucky there. We just completely luck out. Dustox. What should I do against Dustox? We're gonna stay on Dizzy. I know it's supposed to be leveling up the other pokes as well, so I probably should switch chain it. But I am actually just too tempted to go for an aerial ace right here to try to finish it off quickly. Not going for any special way. I mean, I could go Surf, but not gonna happen. In fact, I think seeing that may... Well, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna dual screen, to be completely honest. But we will be going into Dome, because now I'm feeling guilty for not switch chain, as I said I would. Goes for a bug attack, so it works for us fantastically. Actually does a lot more than expected, though. A lot more than I was expecting. There's a full restore. I was expecting it, but didn't want it to be true, I guess you could say. I was hoping that I was just barely at the point where the AI wouldn't use it. Luckily, we do get 2 hits back to back. The attack raise, and the defense raise, and the speed raise. I want to raise. Basically, it's ancient power for bug types, and it got it completely. For that, we are going to be bringing in Ho-Oh, because we cannot be dealing with this, not at that HP. And even a Hyper Potion, I wouldn't want to put up with it. It gets another set of raises. This Dustox is now a real threat. It went from being a bit like, oh, I'll take it out with the Aerial Ace, to it's actually something to be reckoned with at this point. Go ahead and Light Screen. Light Screen will help you on the special, but I'm not going special. I am very much going physical. You're not going to hit me with the Toxic, so good thing I didn't have to use a full heal or a full restore on that. There goes the Dustox, presumably. It does. I don't care if the defense is high. Ho-Oh is godly in the attack. Mightyena. Submission here would be fantastic, but I do not want to risk it at this point. Is that going to be Intimidate? Yes, it is. You know, that's okay, because I'm not staying in for the fight. I am rather staying in to battle. Or not to battle. I'm staying in so I can heal the Dizzy. Obviously, I am staying in the battle, but I'm staying in to heal Dizzy. Next turn will be the Dizzy switch in. Unless, of course, takedown misses, which emboldens me just a little bit. And I will be going for a cover for myself. Because why not? It's basically a free potion. I'm actually going to go Fire Blast here, in hopes that it takes it out, and if it doesn't, at least it burns it. That's my hope here. Doesn't happen though, and there's a takedown yet again. You know what, we're gonna bring in Sandy on this one. Go ahead and taunt me. I'm not using a setup, so you can go ahead and do that. Why would you taunt again? Iron Tail should hopefully take it out. I don't think its defense is too fantastic. And I am correct that its defense is not exactly godly. And that's what you would have had to have had as a godly defense to survive that. So there goes Elite Four Member 2. Not too hard. Now we're up to Agatha Christie. No, not really. Her name is definitely not Agatha Christie. But she is the ghost type, and I am actually saving the game right here, just in case any BS happens, because I was having a bit of I've been having a bit of difficulty with my computer lately. So let's go ahead and make some quick alterations to our team. So we have Ho-Oh can handle itself. No idea what Agatha's going to be leading with. Dome, I do think will need to be healed up because it's not HP that I don't want to really be risking. And facing the facts, it's going to have to be healed up at some point or another, so why don't we just heal it up now? And now we can take on Agatha. Christie, I'm just joking. Hopefully she's as easy as the last one. Leading out with a wish cache, which automatically makes me think she's probably not going to be that easy. My hopes and dreams have been dashed. Of course, not actually the case, but still. And I'm trying to remember its typing. Is it not a? It's not a water ground type. I believe it's just a pure ground type. I'm not 100% on the wish cache. I don't ever see them. But if it's just pure ground type, then this would be just fine with us. Good thing I was going to go into Dizzy, but good thing I didn't for that exact reason. I'm going to go ahead and heal up. I think it might be ground and electric. That actually sounds a bit closer. It does go for the future sight though. Can we get a burn? Because the earthquake is not something I really want to be putting up with at full power. Well, that's a crit. Crit, but no burn. Future sight's already been used. So we're going to go for another one, even though it's ill-advised since we only have one left after this. And I do need to hope I have Ethers, which I do not believe I have enough to sustain that type of crap. It's going to rest itself up, which is actually good for us. The problem is we do have future sight, so I can't bring in Dizzy yet. I'm going to have to let Ho take the future sight. Actually, wouldn't even matter. I couldn't have switched in. I lost count ever so slightly. It's going to be asleep for 2 turns, I believe, and that will have been 1. So I need to do some work here on the second turn. Unless it goes with Snore, but no, Snore's whatever. That does that does much less than expected, much less than I was expecting. And sure enough, it does wake up this turn. Goes for Snore, which basically means he screwed up. Hopefully this will be enough. I mean, it looked like a 3-shot, and hopefully it stays as a 3-shot. It is a 3-shot. There goes the Wish Cache. No dark attacks. We don't have any dark attacks, we don't have any rock attacks, but we do have a rock type, and that's basically what I'm doing. I'm really working Dome to try to get him to level. And there we go, take out the freaking stall monster known as Zadu. Stantler. Nice normal type poke. Going to see if we can't head it off by going with a submission, because it can learn psychic attacks, and those are annoying. As we've just seen. I've had just about enough with psychics. However, it does have Intimidate, which does throw me off a little bit here. Goes for the takedown, so it's actually going to weaken itself up, which I'm fine with. That Intimidate definitely mattered. We do know it's faster than us, though, and we're not going to stay in on that. So we're actually going to, this time, considering we're so close to leveling, we're going to go into Dome to handle the rest of the way. And we have good defense, and we resist normal attacks. All the stars align for this particular switch. But not when it hits like that. I was expecting less damage. I truly was. Luckily, it's pretty much put a nail in its own coffin by attacking me again. Putting it into red health, and I can finish off with a slash. There we are. Now, what type of gains do we get for doing that? Not too bad, really. The attack goes up by 30, and that is cool with me. Pseudo Wudo. Okay, let's go in against Sulu with Dizzy. And we're going to Hyper Potion Dizzy before anything, because Sulu, even though it's not a grass type and it is definitely a pure rock type, I do not want to have any stupid crap happening. Also, we're no longer intimidated, and we have a, we're no longer intimidated, we have a super effective move on it, and we're now going to be full restored, so I'm not, full healed, so I am not completely sure that, this thing has much of any chance. It's going to block us from escaping, I believe it is. Yeah. Okay, we're going to stay on this. Go ahead and do that, Suya. We're going to go ahead with the submission again. Hopefully take it out. We are, like I said, one level over. And I already skewed all the stats that make me think we're going to do it. It is a 2-shot KO, however. It does not get that full 1-shot that I was hoping for. Let's go ahead and do that again. I was going to say Surf, but I want to make sure it goes down this time. And as much as I think Surf probably would have done it, I don't want to risk it. I didn't want to risk it. Still don't want to risk it and all the rest of that. And there we go with that one. Arbok. We have a ground type without a ground move. We have a rock type with a ground move, and we don't have any psychic attacks. What a great situation we're in. Okay, here's what I think we're going to do. I think we're going to go with a hypnosis on it. And then we're going to heal up our dome and take it out. Intimidate, so obviously it's not going to matter too much to us. As we're not going to be attacking, that's not the plan. Goes for a stockpile, though. I honestly didn't know stockpile was in 3rd gen, more you know. Arbok, I believe, actually is one of her Pokemon, so it actually at least makes some sense with the actual game. That should do a good chunk. I mean, our attack is up, and I'm pretty sure ground is an attack type. Even with stockpile, it does half HP, so I'm cool with that. Also drops its speed, so we'll be able to take it out with something else, worst case scenario. It is not low enough to do a full restore. As long as I connect this next mud shot, we will be faster and the sleep will still be in effect. We do connect it, and that should probably take out Arbok if the first hit was any indication. And it would appear that it was. Okay, there goes Agatha Christie. Let's go ahead and quickly heal up. Actually, yeah, we do want to heal up, but do we have any super potions? I don't want to use more hyper potions unless I have to. We do not. We also have full restores, but those are the last case. Those are worst case scenarios right there. Full restores. So now we have Lance and his level 2 level 55s. Don't know what they're going to be. Let's hope they're Weedles or Magikarps, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to be. Okay, so I'm actually thinking though we do need to go with an ether if we have enough. We have 2 ethers, very, very close right there. Cutting it super close. I'm not a fan at all of that. Do you have any max ethers or anything of the sort? We do have 3 max ethers. Okay, good. We're going to go ahead and get 10 to fly as well. I'm really depending on the rainbow to come through for us. Moltres. Well, that's not nice. No, sir, it is not nice. Let's go on with Rainbow. Fight fire with fire. Going to go ahead and fly, see what it wants to do. It wants to go for an agility, not really a fan of that. It's going to now be faster than us, and we do not need a fast flaming bird going around. Moltres will miss its attack. I however will not, but its physical defense looks like it's a bit too good for me. That would be a 4-shot KO. It's plain and simple right there. So, I'm fine with it enduring. I'm cool with it, really. I mean, I'm not going to be taking out this turn anyway, so it's just a free non-damage turn. It will be full restoring here, so I am going to take that and do it myself by going to cover. I am really running on fires right here. Fires, I mean flies. I don't want to risk any more fly. I only have 2 max ethers. And I'm not about to risk those or lose those. Just because I'm trying to fight this Moltres with flying. With Jaws Moltres, which I wasn't expecting at all, going into his Electro. Good. Sorry about that. Just a second. I have to love when stuff like that. When stuff happens outside the game, it carries over because it's Anyway. We're going to Sandy here because even though it doesn't have a ground move, it's immune to only stab. It can learn self-destruct though. That's one thing I'm worried about is self-destruct. You know what, the drop defense actually helps me out. So this one will actually do something. If I didn't know better, I'd say this thing was choiced into that. But I'm also getting super lucky with the Iron Tails. And there's the explosion. Down goes Sandy. Down goes Sandy. Well, anyway, nothing for me to do about that, regrettably. Dizzy will go ahead and hit its level 55 mark. I didn't even look what was coming in. And with that, our oldest member of our team is taken down. Red Ice. I miss. Why do I have to miss? Zap Cannon, not a fan of that. Not at all. And it brings us down to 3 HP. And we get paralysis. Okay then. Okay. Now it goes Ancient Power. Some prediction it had. Luckily, we do survive that. We are faster. I could go for a recovery, but I'm not going to. Why, you ask? I'm hoping you don't actually have to ask that, but it's because the recovery will not do a full, will not fully heal us up, and we need to be fully healed up to take another Ancient Power. Luckily it misses, which means we're in okay shape here. I do, however, need to connect with the, actually I'm going to go Fly first, just because I know it's pretty bulky, so I'm going to go Fly first, and then I was going to say I'm going to go for Fire Blast, but now I don't even know if Fire Blast is the right move, considering its special defense is raised. Man, my throat is getting sore from all this commentating. Flew up in the sky. Lock on, you locked onto the air. Congratulations with doing that. It's now at +4 special defense. That's a big ask to have Flamethrower do. Here's what we're going to do. We risk a Zap Cannon, but we're going to apply you have to use Submission, because that's a physical super effective move on it. Goes for the lock-on. We should be faster, and with that, we probably will take out Red Ice, but it was not fun. Or it could live on like 2 HP. That's a completely acceptable outcome. And then come at us with the Zap Cannon, which it gets another paralysis on. If you guys remember in the I think I said in the beginning that randomizers can make or break a game, either make it a lot easier and make it a lot more difficult. This is Exhibit A through Z. Red Ice is much more difficult than anything he has, especially when it's his ace, basically. I'm surprised it hasn't been healed up here. That should get us to 54 pretty easy. Does not though, and in comes Molchase. I'd sincerely love to go into any other Pokemon, but the only Pokemon we have left that has anything to do with power is Ho-Oh, and we're only gonna keep it in Rainbow long enough for me to heal up. Heal up Dizzy to come in with a water attack. That's what I was trying to say. And now it's faster, so anything that has to do with flying will just destroy us. We're actually gonna let it do what it wants to do. We're gonna full heal we're gonna full heal Dome, and then next turn we will Hyper Potion if we need to. I don't know what I meant by if we need to. We obviously need to. It's very, very necessary. Okay. So we're in as good shape now as we could possibly be. Unless, of course, Molchase missed every attack and we still have full HP with Rainbow. But that is not going to happen. And that last one was a crit, which I am not a fan of. Let's go ahead and shoot Fire Blast at it, see what happens. I didn't expect it would faint it anyway, so let's see. I mean, We'll see what type of damage it gets. Charcoal boosted, but I'm not primarily a special attacker, you see, so. We're going to go ahead and quickly go in with Dizzy for the Surf. At this range, I think Surf will probably do the job. Fire Spin. Okay then. We're locked in now, so it's probably a good thing that we got Dizzy in when we did. Of course, residual damage is important to consider, but overall we're okay with Surf, I'm pretty sure. And there goes Moltres. Special attack actually goes up by 4, which is pretty uncommon, but physical attack is definitely boosted by doing that. Mr. Mime. I believe we're still locked in, but maybe we're not, and if we're not, what would I honestly do? I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'll go into Dome. Not necessarily a special wall, but Mr. Mime's not exactly a special attacker. It is a special Pokemon, though. Very special at points. Yeah, Swiftsum, I don't care, I'm not using the rain. That almost does it. That is a crit. I would have actually preferred not to have a crit, so it would be a 2-hit, but that's not the way it broke. And we will get a 2-hit here, I presume. That would be a 3-hit, because instead of getting a crit, we got a low roll. Get a high roll here. No, okay, you don't want a high roll. That's not nice of you. No, it is not. And we're in bad shape because we only have 2 ethers left. And it's still faster than us for some unknown reason. There's no rain or anything, so I don't understand the speed. That should resolve the Mr. Mime issue. Next one is a Kukanao. Okay, we'll bring in, I believe that's the one right below Alligator. So I'm going to bring in Dizzy to handle it. And would you look at that caveman? We're no longer able to escape, or it's actually a speed job. Okay, so our speed's been nerfed. It goes for a slash. Hopefully we take it just fine. We do not take it as well as I would have hoped, but as it was a crit, we actually take it better than I would have expected. We will connect this time around. Now what do I want to do? What do I have here that can really hit it hard? That won't get completely obliterated. I think we're better off playing it safe and keeping in with Dizzy. Even though pretty much both the other Pokemon can probably take it out much easier, they're both weak to it. At least to an extent. I don't know why I went for Surf, but I did, and the special attack did go up, which encourages me slightly. Okay, consider me less encouraged. Luckily, I guess he used all the Photo Stores, or he just doesn't use Photo Stores. I really don't know, but I'm not complaining. There goes the Kukanao. And we beat Lance. Good grief. 2 legendaries, Moltres, Regice, and then he brought some straight up power right after that. Okay, first thing first. Let's make sure we have our meds. Let me make sure we're recording. It would be a bummer if we weren't, huh? Yeah, we're good. Now we have 2 max ethers, which can be used, and that bothers me just a little bit. Actually, we have 3 max ethers. Okay. Let's evaluate what we're going to actually need, because that's kind of important. Okay, so we know that the champion will be having him. He has his fortress. So we have Fire Blast. We have 3 of them. I don't think we want to touch that, and it's only we're only 2 under the max anyway. So I think Fly's probably a priority for that. I think Slash is probably a pretty good option. So there's 2, and we have Dizzy, which is probably Surf. Oh man, probably Surf. So there we go. We have 1 on each poke. That's that wasn't the way I intended. That wasn't the way I was playing it, but it works honestly. So we'll go Slash. Fly. And Surf. Okay, and we are going to now go after the champion. So, next episode, please do tune in to see the champion. I know I said I would do the champion now, but we're now about depending on how I edit this, because this video is now about an hour 10 minutes. It might become 2 episodes this, or it might stay as 1 episode. Either way, we have a longer episode than usual, and this is just, it's great build-up, really. It's it's climactic that we're going to be just about to face the final battle in the Pokemon League. So please do tune in next time. If you like this video, please remember to like this video up, and if you think it's worth sharing, please share it. Comment if there's anything you'd like to comment about, especially this evil dude right here who actually ended up having much more power than I think he should have. And I will see you all next time. Thank you all for coming and watching, of course.